So, now we will now go into how you can live a very, very happy life, very happy families, how to create happy life, happy families, how to create a happy family. There is a spirited living and there is karma living. Karma living and spirited living. Karma world. Karma world has got certain built up practices. Karma world has built up practices. There are certain understood rules which has been established, we call as dharma. To make things work, we have established certain rules. But even it is supposed to be not bandhan, to release yourself, to be very happy in this kind of life. We have established certain rules which we call as dharma. Then what has happened? Those rules which we have established as dharma has become O karma. Okay. That same rule has become now O karma. Now that itself is binding you. It was supposed to free you, but the same thing is binding you. Okay. Now the conditions has changed, but we are still holding on to the same rules. Now the time has changed, so the rules has to change. Who is to change the dharma? Everybody is suffering because of the old dharma. Okay? They are all good people following the old dharma, and that old dharma does not apply to the present situation. So everybody is in problem. Okay. At one time, imagine, the world was cold, so everybody had to wear a coat. Now the world has become warm, but everybody is still wearing the coat. Then what will happen? When Krishna says, wherever dharma collapses, I will take care, I will come up again to re-establish dharma. That means not that people have gone bad, but that dharma is not applicable in this place, and so everybody is suffering because of the old dharma. Somebody has to come and re-establish a new dharma and say the old dharma you can let go and follow the new dharma. This requires a very courageous person. Only a Yuga Purusha can do that one. And says all that what you have been following is all dirt. Now follow this way, you will all be happy. That person is a Yuga Purusha. He is the real Krishna born again. For example, Karl Marx was a Yuga Purusha. The conditions had changed, and so the way of organizing must change if people have to be happy. He brought about a dramatic change in thinking, and people like Lenin followed it and created, and Mao created a very new kind of world following his principle, which made their life much more wonderful. Always when such a person proposes, people will oppose. People in power will oppose because it is not convenient to their power. Jesus Christ was such a Yoga Purusha. He proposed a spirited life. All these people caught hold of him and hung him. Jesus. A person with lot of takat only can propose a new kind of dharma. You want to learn a new dharma which will make your happy families very, very happy. Okay. Whatever dharma you are following is only giving problem and poverty to people. The whole world is now full of pollution. We may drown ourselves with what we are doing. Under these conditions, how to live very happily and how to create a beautiful world, that is what now we are going to look at. Okay. This looks a little dramatic, but it works.
ये
Now, we will take groups of 4, okay? And please do one honest experiment, okay? Please, please form. Okay, question to A.
प्रश्न
After A is finished telling, B can say. After B, C can also say. Okay? The first question for A. Now, first question. in your city, how many 70, 80-year-old people are there? How many 70, 80-year-old people are there who do not have any of their daughters or sons living with them? Please. And what is the kind of life they are leading?
आप प्रश्न
Yeah. You are also going to be 70 or 80. What will happen to you when you are 70 or 80? Okay? Which of your sons and daughters will come and stay with you? Please find. Okay. B.
आप
In your city, how many 1-year-old children are there? 1-year-old children. Okay? 1-year-old children. And who is looking after them? Who is playing with them? How many people are playing with them? Okay? Please.
हमारे शहर
So, D. The question is, what kind of children we are now going to develop? What kind of children will get developed the way that we are doing?
आज
Who should play with the 1-year-old? Okay.
अगला प्रश्न है
Who should play with the 1-year-old? Normally, what is the best for the 1-year-old? To whom they should play? Yes.
अगला
When you were 1, 2, 3 old, with whom did you play and how did you, how you were brought up?
हर एक ग्रुप
This is about the housewife or the working woman. Okay. First question. Should she look after the children or should she go to the office or should she look after the guests or should she look after the grandparents or mother-in-law and father-in-law? Okay, please.
एक गृहिणी
Next question. How many hours the husband spends with the wife and helps her? Next question. Next question. Next question. Should the woman or does the woman have any time to dress for the husband in this world? Okay. Next question. Now look at the man. Whether the man has to go to work or he has to look after the children's education or whether he should look after his parents, whether he should look after his boss and his career or should he look after his wife. Okay, what he should do. Now next question. One question. Who will look after these old parents? How to look after these old parents and who will look after these old parents? Please discuss.
जो
How and who is to look after the children? 1-year-old children.
बच्चों का
Now, next question. Who is to take care of this housewife? Who is taking care of the housewife? Yeah.
ये जो
And who is very nice, all of you learnt a lot. Who is the most loaded person in this world today? Who is the most work-loaded biggest person carrying the biggest load in the world today.
कौन
Who is the biggest sufferer in this whole thing?
कौन
Listen. So all of you men, listen very carefully. All of you women also listen very carefully. This is
Apne-
more important than you for them, okay? But it is very important for them to make sure that your life is fantastic, okay? But for that, you understand, you have to take certain steps. You people, you have to help them to take those certain steps, okay?
ग्रुप से बाहर
We are now today. Today, families are in very, very bad shape. Not that they are bad families, but good families are in bad shape. Okay. Husband is good, wife is good, but the family is terrible. Every family is terrible because the wife is carrying so much load. How the house can be full of joy and delight? It is impossible. How much she can take care of the children, take care of the cooking, take care of the husband, take care of visitors, take care of that istri wala, that milk wala, that paper wala. How much you will? All these families are non-working families. Non-working families. Everybody is strained and everybody feels like they are a donkey carrying so much weight. Whether it is a man, whether it is a woman, whether it is an elderly person, whether it is a child, everybody has now become anatha. Okay. There is nobody to look after the older people. Their children are in different countries. They will never come and live with these people. They can say that we have a house in Bombay and my parents are living there. And when the parents die, they may prepare to sell it and take the money and go. That's all. They are not going to come and stay with these parents. Parents cannot stay in America also. They don't give visa. They say 6 months you have to get out. They made sure that parents, if they give them citizenship, then they will apply for all their children's permission to come to America. Okay. Oh, they said we will not allow. Now, these people, they cannot live in any place. Here, if they are living in India, nobody is there. If they are living in America, the American government says, chale jao. Nobody wants them. Nobody to take care. They are being admitted to Vruddhashrams. But that man is telling, Baba, I built this house. This is my house. Why you are taking me away from my house? And how dare you put me into a Vruddhashram? Correct? It is his house. You are displacing him and putting him somewhere else. All these children, Jabardasti, they will come. Papa, don't worry, nobody is there with you. We will at least put you in a Vruddhashram. Somebody will look after you. And that person who looks after them is only doing it for money, not for love. And in all Vruddhashrams, the people become mad because everybody is telling the other person how their children have desolated and left them. All these people in Vruddhashram, they are looking forward to death. That is their release from this difficult world. They all are mad. You go to any Vruddhashram, you find people who are not mad. If they are put there, they become mad. Because they are always cursing everybody else who has put them there. Or going on telling bad things about everybody, they become mad. Only when you live with a child that you look forward to life. When you live with older and older people always, then you look forward to death only.
जब आप
And Remember, in another 20 years, most of you who are now in 40s, 50s, you will be one such anatha admitted to a mental hospital very soon. You will be one of those prisoners in that Vruddhashram. Guaranteed this will happen to you. Guaranteed. What is happening to others, same thing will happen to you. Now children, they don't have anybody to play with. Nobody can play. There is no such child in the whole apartment building. There is no such child. Nobody to play. Mother has gone to work. Father has gone to work. The child is with some small slum child to look after. They bring in some slum child, some 10, 12-year-old girl. So she is given 1,000, 2,000 rupees just to be with when these people are away. And she will not look after. She doesn't know how to look after, what to look after. That girl is also sleeping and she is also not caring. So this child is one more anatha, even though it has got rich parents, but an anatha child is at home. No 20-year-old or 28-year-old mother can play with a 1-year-old child. 1-year-old child can play with only another 1 or 1.5-year-old child.
कोई भी
So this child, actually that child must be playing, but there is nobody to play. It is only watching Pogo channel.
बच्चा जो
Most of the children today, they cannot catch a ball because there is nobody to throw a ball to be caught. Yeah.
बच्चे
Very soon, there will be no test cricketers, nothing, because nobody can catch a ball. Okay. Probably they will come only from villages, not from cities.
और वो
All these apartment buildings are all prison houses.
ये जो भी अपन
For the child, for the grandparent, they are all jails.
बच्चों के लिए
Sophisticated
बुजुर्गों के
jails.
लिए
Whole of Bombay is one just big prison. Okay. And all of you are prisoners, but you don't know. Very, that girl, that housewife, she has to do so much work. It is impossible to do. Oh, she is always tired and she is cursing. I don't know why I got married. I don't know why I got this child. I don't know why I got these in-laws. I don't know why this fellow, he never comes home, he never assists. And that fellow says, there is nobody to look after me. My wife is also not looking after me. My boss asked me to work 18 hours. I don't have time to come home. And when I come home, this woman is telling, you look after this child's homework. And that person had called, this person has called. He says, you look after all of that. Why you talk to me? I don't have time to breathe in my office. If I don't go, who will give paisa? This fellow is another anatha. Nobody is there to care for it. Child is anatha. Grandparents are anatha. That girl is a big, big anatha. And that boy is also another anatha. This whole prapancha has become full of anatha people.
they understood. They understood.
Everybody is feeling this is a cursed world. Every wife is cursing the husband. Every husband is cursing the wife. How can love be there, Babu? Every grandfather every old person is cursing his son. Huh? How there can be any grace in this world? Somehow children are coming up. Somehow. They don't have any relationship with their father, mother. No time. Where is the time? Somehow they are coming because children are very adaptable. They will find somehow to come.
क्योंकि
They think their only friend is that Pogo Channel program. That Mr. Beans is their best friend.
Mr. B
So, now how to solve? Is this the way to live? This is not the way to live. Now, your children, having seen what a family is, how difficult it is, they will decide we don't want to have any child.
इसीलिए लोग
Most of Europe has become like that. Nobody wants to get married, nobody wants to have a child.
पूरे
Now the government is paying directly to the mother. If you bring up a mother, we will give you executive salary. They are asking, hey woman, you please have some children. If you don't have any children, how we are going to have this country? All our schools are closing down. So you better put some children on the street. Oh, please have some children. We will pay you executive salary for taking care of a child. If I went to Germany, very pathetic. There is no person, you don't see a child on the road. There is no playground, there is no child. Only old Buddhas going with Buddhists on bicycle. There is no child. It is very difficult to find a person of 20, 30 years old. You don't find their face at all. Everybody has become now 60, 70. How that country will survive? How that will country? Who will work? For whom? Yeah, to pay all these pension to all these people, there must be a workforce now. Huh? All these are people who are working free with pension. Who is to work? So, all Europe is going to be closed down in a few years' time because there is nobody, no children.
सारा यूरोप
Who is there? Who are the young people working in Germany? They are either from Yugoslavia or from Turkey. They are the young people. They will take over the country. But they are being treated as non-citizens. They don't have any right. Very soon they will rebel and kill all the Germans and they will occupy. Okay. What else? They are the majority. They have got the arms. All these old women are all locked up in their houses. They will go and knock them off and take over. There is a different kind of revolution. A different kind of Karl Marx will come and say, eliminate these guys and take over. They will make an international law that if a person is in the country for more than 3 to 4 years, then that country has to give them citizenship. And they will make further law that all these old people have occupied all the buildings. They are not allowing other people to own them. So they will say, all older people, you all have to be put into either a gas chamber or into a Vruddhashram. You decide which one you want, either there or here. Or they will put them in big apartment buildings and then lock them up. Okay. This is the condition that is going to happen. So, what is the thing to be done? How to give life?
इन हालात से
We too thought for a long time. I was wondering what to do in this situation. Oh, my brain did not work. I didn't know because I was always thinking from the old angle. So from the think from the old angle, there is no answer. Somehow adjust, somehow do, somehow, and then what? There is no wife and there is no husband. Huh?
पुराने
Okay, now we have an answer. And this one Shiv Shankar Baba in Chennai, he produced a beautiful place where families are very happy. Okay. And one of our friends, he saw that and he came and told, Guruji, if you do this, we can create a very new world. I will tell you what Shiv Shankar Baba has done in Chennai, okay, and what we are now doing, which you can also follow and create a very beautiful family. To understand this, you first have to know that basically we live as a tribe. Then only we can survive in this world. We cannot live individually. We came together, created towns and villages and protected ourselves from animals, and we created a big agricultural society staying in one place. Always we have to live together. Now, in the agricultural age, which has been our age for thousands of years, before these industries came, we all lived in the village. And in the village, there were large pieces of land, 100, 200, 500 acres land, owned by one family. And this family, the main resource was land. They worked on the land, they earned from the land, they lived together on the land. So about 200, 300 people used to live in one small community, joint family, which looked after these 200 acres land.
पौराणिक काल में
Now, the kind of living that happened in a commune, in a joint family, was very different from what is happening today in these apartment buildings.
जो वहाँ
There, 200, 300 people stayed together and they ate together. There was only one single kitchen where a few people cooked, rest of the people ate.
उस जमाने
Only during the time of serving, and all these bahus would come and then they would take and then they would put all the children in a line and they would serve all of them together.
जब
Now, in that family, there used to be more than 50, 60 children.
और
Every 6 months there would be one new baby. There were so many brothers and their wives and uncles, aunts, their families. So there used to be always a few children coming down. Okay.
इतने
And there used to be always a few older aunties. Their work was to look after these small children, to take care of this woman, to give her bath, to give her heat, to give her massage, to look after her like a queen. For 6 months they used to be looked after.
और आते थे
Woman never did anything for 6 months. She was a Rani. Okay. She never went to cook also. She never went to look after the child also. Everybody used to look after her because she is the main producer of babies. She was an important figure. No.
हर एक
And the man, not everybody had to go and do 18 hours work. They were only having few hours work, 2-3 hours work. They would go and round and then they would look after some small portion of this whole field.
और मर्दों को भी
Had a lot of time to spend.
और
Children played with other children. There was no necessity to teach them anything because the older children taught the younger children automatically. Culture cannot be transmitted from a 28-year-old mother to a 1-year-old child.
संस्कृति कभी भी
Culture is transmitted from one child to the another child who is 1 or 2 years lesser.
संस्कृति
Children had lot of space and lot of people to play, and automatically they were brought up. No, without any effort from anybody, they just came up very nicely. But my uncle, he used to give us, all of us who are studying, we used to sit together and he would give us a test paper and he would correct the test paper and make sure that we get 100% marks.
Guru,
They were very fond of having all the children assemble in the night and they would tell them stories. All functions used to be celebrated, 200, 300 people are there. Big festivals used to happen because everybody used to do something. They would cut some banana plant, another one would bring some mango plants, another one would do Rangovali, another one would do Deepam, another one would do all that. So it was a big celebration.
हर एक
Life was a celebration in that.
हर एक function
All the children ate together, they slept together, they learned together. And I remember, I never got anything first hand. Mine was always 10th hand. That means 10 people have already used the watch, then I get. Huh? You have a child today, every 3 months you will have to visit Bata shop to buy bigger and bigger shoes. If you have 20 children, whatever is loose for him or tight for him, it will go down. My bicycle was already used by 4 people. It was already 100 years old. And it was still working. I also passed it on. So, like this, all materials were used for 100 years. So, no production is required. So many shoes, so many clothes, so many things are not required. When there are 200 people, 2 or 3 people used to cook. Now, if there are 200 people, minimum 50 people have to cook.
100
In every apartment building. Yeah. So, children were not anathas. Parents were not anathas. Woman was not another. Man was not another. But today, everybody has become another. And huge amount of production is required, unnecessary, and you throw it out. 1 or 2 refrigerators is enough. We don't require 100 refrigerators for 400 people. Most of these women, you just find out, whatever is left over, they will put it in the refrigerator. Afterwards, they keep it for some time and then they throw it out. So their work is only to put in and to clean. That itself is a big job. And more than 40 to 50% of the food is wasted. You bring vegetables, they all go waste. How much waste? If you are only 2 or 3 people, only one person will go and buy everything, or they can create most of the food there itself because their land is so big. Most of the food is created there. They don't have to go and buy anything.
जब ज़्यादा
Now, all of you, 50 people every day goes to buy vegetables, kothmir, kadipitta. For this, there are 1,000 transactions going on in the marketplace because all these women, so many hundreds of women are going to buy kadipatta. So much of petrol is wasted. So many transaction time is wasted.
आज छूटा है
How many scooters, how many cars are going to buy some petty things like this? And then it is causing worldwide pollution.
ये रहते हैं
In our ashram also, we are having 300, 400 people. We are having 2 or 3 cooks. We are having big devices. We can cook for 1,000 people in no time. Only 2 people.
बदलवाड़ी
And we go and buy at wholesale price, at 1/3 the price. There is no wastage because one person is always seeing what is in the fridge and what is to be bought and what is not to be bought, what is to be put. Every day the whole thing is cleaned. In your cases, after 20 days it is clean. So, huge amount of food is wasted. Cost of it is very high. So, because of that you have to work like donkeys to get that food. Okay. All of you are getting dirty food which has been put, lot of insecticides and pesticides have been put. If you grow your own food, you don't have to put all of that. You can get very fresh food by yourself. Now, if you are living in a commune like that, all the fruits we can grow ourselves. Fruits is very expensive because it gets transported and stored and gets spoiled. But if you grow your own fruit, the fruits are very, very cheap. Only when you buy fruits, then it is very expensive. No problem with older people. Older people will be looking after all the younger children and all they require is a room. Every one of these families requires one room only. They don't require one apartment building. So the cost difference is 1/10. Whatever money you have is more than enough. You leave your job, sell the apartment building, come and join the commune. It will cost you only 1/10 of this cost. You have so much money. Even if you put it in the bank, it is enough to eat for the rest of your life. Okay. All these older people, they should not be in a Vruddhashram. They should come and occupy in a commune as elder members and they will be looking after the younger children. So when they are playing with the younger children, their energy will come up. They will not be cursing and going mad. If the boy, for example in Bombay, let us say it is now 9 o'clock and the husband has not come, that girls, heart is beating. Where this fellow has gone, whether he has died, whether I have to report to the police, which hospital, she will be thinking. She is so much dependent on that husband that he is the lifeline. If this fellow goes out somewhere or if he is not available, she becomes extremely threatened. And so she tries to hold on to that man. Hey, you have to do what I say. Where are you? Where are you? When are you coming? So then the man also gets very frustrated. Why this woman is going on asking me where I am, what I am doing, where I am coming, when this one. Can't she leave me alone? I can be rested for some time. If you are in a commune, you are not worried whether this fellow comes at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock because you have got so many other people with whom the children are playing. If this fellow doesn't come also, it doesn't matter because so many other brothers and sisters are there to look after. Okay. So what we have to do now is get out of apartments, get out of these kinds of small families. Now you should think wherever you are living, whoever is with you, they are your family. Not blood family anymore. It is only who are living with you, who are taking care of you, with whom your children are playing, that is your family. This is the new dharma which you have to learn. Property doesn't go to the blood related, it goes to the community. We have to develop new kind of leadership where the guru looks after everybody, just like the godfather in the joint family. Children are not the responsibility of the parents. If you put children are responsibility of parents, what is happening today will happen. All of them will become anathas. Children are not the responsibility of the parents. It is the responsibility of the community to look after the children. The godfather will take care of the children. It is not the parents that can take care of the children. We need to develop such gurus who will take care of all the children as if they are their own children. It is very easy to develop this in India. It is very difficult to develop this in other countries. That is why India will stand out as the number one country very, very soon. Already it is number one. but it will stand out as number one because of the social arrangement possible. Because we respect the Guru and we need to develop Gurus, and I hope all of you will develop into Gurus and look after thousands of people. A Guru is someone who is totally selfless. He is interested in the welfare of all the people. He has got that capacity and consciousness to hold all of them, bring up all of them.
Guru,
India is the only country that can produce gurus. All the other countries, they don't know anything about a guru. It is very difficult for them. They form cooperatives, communes, but always problem. But in India, it is very easy. A Gurukul run under a guru. Lot of people being there, working together. Sahana bhavatu, sahana bhunaktu, sahavirya. This is the solution. And eating together. All the children, family eating together under one kitchen. This is what is very important.
भारतवर्ष निर्माण करने के लिए
Oh, now we are developing these communities. All of you sell your apartment building. Stay in rented apartment buildings until you find yourself in the commune. Okay. Then you will have the money to invest. Or else if you are keeping your flat which is bought, it is very difficult to get the money. Then you say, where is the money? Where is the money? Sell the flat, there is the money. Okay. Then you can move. Oh, if you want to release all of your problems, join a commune. Okay. And we have made arrangements so that you can leave the commune and enter another commune also very easily. But it requires some understanding that we want to live like these people, we want to be with them and we want to work together. Once that comes, then you can do this. Oh, that is why this Shibir is also about families coming together. Sahana bhavatu, sahana bhunaktu. You will be able to live together and create something wonderful. We have already got land in Pune. We have got land in many, many places, 100, 200, 300 acres. All of us can now start building such community. We have got the total plan on how it can be done, so that if somebody wants to leave, they can leave very easily. It is not a bandhana. Okay? So that arrangement, just like you sell your apartment here, you can sell your rights there also. Okay? So, but you will be working with lot of families together, giving yourself to these families. The benefit is your child will come up. Your wife burden is reduced by 100 times. She doesn't have to cook. There is lot of time for everyone. Okay? If you want to really live like human beings, then you have to come to these communes. If you want to fight with each other, which is happening in all families, all husband and wife, they are only fighting as to who is to do what. Okay? Because there is too much to be done. It is impossible to do. It is not that your wife is bad or you are bad, but you cannot take all that load and so you are fighting with each other. Unnecessarily, two good people are fighting with each other. Okay? So, whatever is happening with you right now is because of the environment. The dharma itself is giving you problem. Okay? The way of living itself is giving you problem. Now we have to change the dharma. Okay? Then all of you will live very happily. So, many of you may be very frustrated, how I can live with this husband, how I can live with this husband. You also may be, how I can live with this wife, how I can live with this wife. But all these things have happened because of the wrong basis. All these apartment buildings are the cause for this problem. Now we have to demolish these apartment buildings, make it into rooms and big halls, big TV rooms, big swimming pools. But these are all common facilities. All you require is one room, eat under a single kitchen. All of you will be very happy. Lots of time everybody will. Okay. This is the solution. If there is a problem between husband and wife, nobody is there to come in between. Nobody is there. because you are not living together. So there is nobody to support both of them. They are in very great stress. But once this happens, then the woman has lot of protection and the child also has lot of protection. Things will work very nicely.
जब हम
Now,
जब
woman, you are the problem. You say, what is mine? What is mine? What is mine? You ask, what is mine? What is mine? And when the woman gets married to a family today, if there are two children, two boys in that house, these two bahus, they are asking the question, what is mine, what is hers? What is mine, what is hers? And in that the whole house splits. Most of the bahus that come today, they don't come as Lakshmis, they come as Kalis to break the house. So, all the women, you have to learn how to live with other women and bring about a larger family. Okay? Not go on worrying, my child, my child, my child. You worry about the other child. Okay? You don't say, what is mine? What can I give? You must find out. Okay? Not what I can get. Otherwise, Naraka is permanent for you. Okay? Now get out of your mindness to doing something I want to do for you. I want to offer to you. This comes only when you have got lot of pranic energy, lot of spirit. Then you can share. If you are always tired, then you first ask, what is mine, what is mine, what is mine. Okay? Don't worry about what is mine. Give all your gold to the next person. Okay? What you will do with that gold? And all that gold is not required. You can sell that gold. There are so many golds they are having. You wear that same gold one day, you give it to the next person. Okay, let them wear. What you will do with that gold? Oh, now you have to learn collectivity. How to live for each other. Not how I can live for myself. Okay? If you live for yourself, you have Naraka. If you live for others, you have got Swarga. Now, this is your option.
अगर हम
What do you want?
स्वर्ग या नर्क
You understand, you are the main sufferers because you are the people who cause division.
No translation.
Don't cause division. Do collection. Find out what you can offer. Yeah. Find out what you can do. Don't ask mine, 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 mine and extract. You are ready? All of you? Ready or not? Understood? Huh? You have to work for the collective good. Men usually work for the collective good. It is woman who only worries about herself. Okay.
सुरक्षा जो है सुरक्षा
You have to now develop a bigger heart. You have to now develop a bigger collectivity. You must work for a collective good and leave out your damn ego, mine, 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 mine. Now you must start thinking about what we can do for each other. Sahana bhavatu, sahana bhunaktu, sahaviryam karavavahe. If you go along this track, you will all be very happy. Or else, if you don't do this, all of you women, I tell you, mainly women, you will be destitute. You will have nobody to look after.
हाँ,
All the men wants to come, but it is their woman who says, देखेंगे, हम फिर देखेंगे, ये होने के बाद हम आएंगे उधर. हाँ. After everything is done, then they will see and then they will come. Okay? Oh, if you remain like that, curse will be on you. You will remain destitute for the rest of your life. Okay. Nobody to care for. Yeah, next what? Now come to the commune. Live as a family. Take one room and live. And the rest of the facility is all common. And learn to give to the children Take other children as your children. Don't consider that this child is only mine. All these children are my children. That you have to develop. Otherwise, women will be in problem. And you will split the families and you will be in deep problem. Understood? I hope that this will not happen. All of you will realize and broaden your thing and take everybody else's child as your child. Okay? At least for those who are living in your community, you must take it as your child. Even in bigger countries, see, children are given equal opportunity. In America, most of the schools are public schools, not public schools, are all government schools. Everybody sends their children to that school, and that whole school is looked after by that community. The welfare of the school is looked after by that community. Similarly, we must do. Don't say, my child only should go to this school, my child only to this school. You create a collective school where our children will go. Okay. So this kind of attitude we must develop, then you will be happy. Your children will be so happy because they are having so much support from everyone. Every child can play, not in quarter acre. They will be able to play in 30-40 acres land. They will now have plenty of food. They will have plenty of friends. They will have plenty of protection. Okay, all of you now shift. Sell. First is sell your flat. Okay, put it for sale tomorrow and take the money and live in a rented flat for some time until the money is invested in the.
क्योंकि शायद आज आप
comment. Very good. If you have any better comments, you can add. We can improve this model. Now we have started to develop this. Plenty is available. We can give jobs to anybody and everybody. Anybody can come. We will take care of their food. We will take care of their boarding, lodging. We will take care of education of their children. We will take care of their own training. We will give them a job, better pay probably than anywhere else, with all these facilities being shared. Okay, they will have 5-star facilities. Even the poorest person who comes to us will have 5-star facilities available. This is possible when we shift to commune way of living. In our ashram now, we are inviting anybody and everybody. The more number of people that come, the richer we are getting. The more number of people we require. More number of jobs gets created as more number of people come to us. Okay? Automatically, we are now growing bigger and bigger and very powerful. This is what I saw in Dubai. Those people with nothing, they have created something fantastic by just creating this atmosphere. Now I told, now I can build a better Dubai than the Sheikh Mohammed. Okay, I will build now in Bombay. I will build now in Bangalore, bigger than Dubai's and more prosperous. Okay. We are blessed with such a good, fantastic weather. Those people are all suffering with so much desert. There is nothing to grow. In spite of it, they have done such a fantastic job. We should salute them, learn from them, and create something wonderful. Jai Gurudev. It's very easy. Don't worry. Don't worry about your food, shelter, and all. It's just a comical small thing. Now, when you come to the retreat, we are going into a principle called simple living, high thinking. How to develop this process. Okay. That is our whole exercise in these retreats, so that all of us can become very, very rich, make everybody rich. Jai Gurudev.